Everybody, welcome to Press Pause, the video game nerd show, level 1.
Everyone likes the licky licky.
Everybody, welcome to Press Pause. I am your host, Carlos Redella. Today with me on all week,
Matt Chandronait.
Matt Chandronait.
Hi.
And
Hi.
We've chained him to the desk as well, so he will be here Monday through Friday. And Scott Jones, of course.
Hey, everybody.
On Wheels O Steel.
Yes.
Licky Lick, what was that about?
It's when I used to work at GameSpy. They won a Webby at one point, and they only allowed the people who were accepting the award to do a 5-word speech. And so Dave Fargo Kosak went up there, and that was his 5-word speech.
That's a good speech.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty awesome. So yes, I stole it. I admit
Yeah,
it. Sorry,
so
Fargo.
copyrights infringement.
Yeah.
Game knowledge. So this is the part where I always try to catch him off guard, but he always gets it.
Except for last week. You did catch me last
I
week.
got you last week at one time. The first piece of game knowledge is the designer of Xbox 360 controller had a wish to make a controller that looked like an animal. I didn't believe this at first, then I did a little research.
That's some kung fu shit.
That is. After experimenting with many species, he settled with a bat. But there's a rare prototype out there that shows in the shape of a gibbon. What's a gibbon?
What is a gibbon?
I thought you would know.
No, I have
Did you
no
move these
idea.
notes over before? Come on.
I did, but I thought this was something you were. I thought you were going to
I
drop some knowledge on me.
It's a species of monkey.
It's a
There you
species
go.
of monkey.
Yes.
Wait, how would it be a monkey controller?
I don't know. Have you ever held a monkey? They're pretty holdable.
And then, anyways, it does look like a bat, though. Especially my
does.
black one at home.
Yeah.
That's a bat.
Yeah.
Piece of game
It's like
knowledge.
the actual size of one too.
It
the original
is.
black ones.
I feel bad. I'm like, are you okay? And number 2 is GTA San Andreas. People might not know this, but I actually didn't for some reason. KDST radio host was performed by Guns N' Roses' Axl Rose.
Yeah.
And I actually bring this up because I wonder if they want more celebrities to do this kind of thing, like doing DJs in games.
I mean, you would think so because people who are used to being on stage or on camera or whatever are just going to be naturally, they're just going to naturally flow better.
Yeah.
So it can actually be more cost effective if you get somebody who's used to speaking, so you don't have to do many takes.
Yeah.
Of course, you know, when you have
Guns N' Roses,
Guns, I was going to say, yeah.
And a lot of
just star
people
power.
probably didn't know it because, you know, when Axl Rose speaks, he doesn't sound like he sings.
Right.
So a lot of people wouldn't have even noticed.
It's not, welcome to the Jungle.
Yeah.
Although that would have been great.
I know. He's been like, this is the 80s channel. I didn't sound like him at all. My voice can't do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, more celebs and games. Interesting.
That's great.
Last piece of game knowledge, well, one of the last ones, is unlike Microsoft and Sony, Nintendo has never made a loss at the end of a year with any product, even the GameCube.
That's incredible. See, like when you sent this document over to me to look at ahead of time, I was thinking like, that was the one that struck me, even the GameCube. Because how many people do you know have a GameCube? I know like one, you know, like
Scott Jones.
I have one.
Scott has one.
Yes.
It must just be because, you know, their stuff is so cheap, everybody just goes out and buys it and doesn't even think about it.
It was $99, right?
Yeah.
For a long. Did it launch at $99?
No, it didn't.
$150.
It launched at $150. Yeah.
But still, it went to $99 quick.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Oh,
I think the thing is, though, is that they've never put a product out that they never made a profit on.
Yeah,
like they didn't sell them at a loss.
Right.
So
right. Exactly.
Plus, I think the hardware in that was probably pretty cheap. It was a small little box,
sure
and it was like
and obviously the Wii hardware was super cheap for them to make because like when it came out, I mean, all those components that went into the Wii must have been dirt cheap.
Yeah.
Well, like somebody said, just 2 Wii's duct taped together. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or two GameCubes duct taped together.
Almost a new system. Yeah, but you had a GameCube, didn't you, or did you not then?
No, I
never
didn't.
owned one.
I never owned one.
I owned one for what though? Eternal Darkness. Probably.
Well, I originally bought mine because Resident Evil 4 was only going to be on the GameCube when it first came out.
Right.
So I got it for that, and then the remakes. And then, I got Eternal Darkness, and it was like one of the best games on the system. So.
Had those mini discs.
I know. I actually
ones.
have one of those mini discs because it's like a Legend of Zelda collector's item disc or something. That was an external package. It was sent to me for some reason. So I have one GameCube disc, but no GameCube.
Well, you can't do anything with that.
No.
Coaster. Also, you remember those little, it made the mini CDs for computers, and you had to have the tray that had the little thing in the middle?
Right. I remember those.
Yeah. So that's that. But the other piece of news I found at the last second here, all the voices in the arcade hacking and slash game, Golden Axe,
Yeah.
sounds weird, were performed by American prisoners on death row?
That's cool.
It's cool and weird at the same time.
I played that game. So that was like my game. Like my friends and I in middle school and the early years of high school would go and just like blow $20 on golden axe. All the time. But you know, turns out that when you get a golden axe in the office, which we did at one of the companies that I used to work for,
no one plays it.
No fun. No fun. It was all about like it was all about the quarters.
It was the quarters, and it was that time period too.
Man.
I mean, how do you go back to that?
No,
You know what I mean?
can't. Yeah.
Like I remember the experience of some of you younger viewers might not know this because you've never been to an arcade unless you're from Japan. Then you do all the time.
Right.
But just going down the rows, you know, like where do I stop?
I know.
You know, like I have this pocket full of quarters or a bucket or whatever, and I'm like, where am I going to go?
And I would spend 20, 30 minutes, sometimes even an hour, just watching over people's shoulders, watching them play games. I still love,
especially if they're better than you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I've never seen that board.
Yeah. Turns out also Gauntlet 2, not so good without the quarters.
Oh yeah.
Just boring.
So also, I want to say real quick to that point though, the dwarf in the game, Golden Axe, is actually voiced by what's his name? The Bloodalizer.
That is
it?
So
That's the guy's name?
What did the Bloodalizer do? I mean, how did he get that name?
Made people bloody.
He made people bloody? Did he bleed them? I mean, did he replace their blood with other substances?
He's a mean guy, probably.
Yeah, so like let's reward him by putting it credit in a video game.
Hey, he's not doing anything. He's on death row.
It was probably cheap.
Yeah. Before we go, I want to mention that we're doing a contest with dots. These things are cool.
Those are really cool.
Keychain with these little guys on them, mushrooms. Also, he does. The company does lots of other characters,
nice.
Final Fantasy, Pokemon. So we're gonna give away 5 of these keychains. All you have to do is tweet at ..com. I know it's unusual because he didn't get. I don't know. It's just that's the way it is.
Whatever. It's on the screen.
It's on the screen. You see it. .com. Follow him and then say, "Hey, I want a keychain," and then you could win one. So we're gonna give out 5 of those, and we'll talk about those later. Can you have one?
Yeah.
We'll see.
That's
it for today, and tomorrow we're going to do game news, so stick with us for that. If you want to tweet us some game knowledge, go ahead and tweet us on there. That thing.
Nice.
So Twitter's, and you're on Twitter too.
I am, Talking Orange.
Which we should ask about that sometime.
Yeah, you should.
Okay.
Later.
Bye.
I'll see you.
Oh, what are you doing? You can't go anywhere.